So it's another day out. I said, we out for like an hour and a half. Yeah, I was supposed to get back at it was at 11. No, 12 o'clock. I got back at 12:30. Little after 12:30. Then I had to get the babies, settled in the house. So it's approaching 1 o'clock, and I have to be somewhere 1 hour. It says an hour and a half, according to the app. So I try to go the most direct route. So my body's nice and warm. Yeah, so I allowed the girls and boy, had them walk around. Lilac didn't want to walk again, so I carried her. It seems like when we're on our way home, she seems more eager to walk then, because she's going home. Yeah, my little cupcakes. Yeah. So I'm off to the guitar center. It's been a little over 10 months since I've been on the guitar. Yeah, so really, the classes start in March, and I think maybe once or twice try to practice a little bit, but I just couldn't get into it. Yeah, I still feel I feel really weird about this lesson. Yeah, I was all hyped up a year ago this time. Remember when I bought that guitar? Yeah, I brought my little pack with me. Yes, I did. Brought my little pack. We go to the store, and then I came home with the guitar on my back. And this guy was saying, oh, well, that's cool. You got your dogs with you. So what it looked like, I was a musician with my dogs. Really funny, man. Hey. Yeah, it was kind of funny. So, wow, these guys.
First, second, and third.
These guys where I live, they're really very colorful in their dress. I think something is just messing with their head. I don't think it's an organic thing. You don't choose to be like that. But anyway, yes, I'm on my way to get the last 2 music lessons. I have this one and then one more after this. Oh, it's not with it. But my beautiful guitar, I named her Sienna. I see her as a beautiful, to me she seems like a 30-year-old spirit. Yeah. 30 years old, 30 something. Beautiful, peak of beauty. Yeah, she is absolutely beautiful. When I saw her in the store and strummed her, I said, wow, absolutely beautiful. That's what I felt. I'm glad my head feels okay. My head is warm, relatively warm. I just have a thin cap, that liner on my head, and then I have that little lightweight hoodie. Yes, I guess because I was walking already, body's working up some heat. Yeah, I feel really funny about the guitar lessons. I was so gung-ho last year about the music lessons, about the weightlifting. There's nothing that's really preventing me but my mind, my head. It's very I feel funny about the whole thing, that I feel like it's just taken away. That's how I feel. I was so full of hope and fantasy. I said, wow, you think I could actually learn a little tune in a in a in 6 months? I had a fantasy about going to Central Park, having my little guitar, and play a little something. Yeah, and put a cup out. Yeah, that's a little fantasy I had. Yes, yes. Here's 6th Avenue here. It's also called Avenue of the Americas. Yep. So this is a very direct way. You go on the side street, the avenue, and then you walk up. I mean, Mike is walk down, I meant to say. It's something, you can start something and don't finish. I don't like that. If I start something, I want to at least complete it. You don't have to do anything after, but at least just complete that cycle. So I didn't even want to complete these 2 lessons. I said, no, that's immature. Go out there, finish your 2 lessons, and then whatever you want to do after, you paid for it. Right? You paid for it. I have to keep a nice steady pace. I have 1.5 miles to go. Yeah. Yeah. So what should I do with this lesson? I guess how to set up and how to hold the guitar properly. But no, I have to play it by ear if I want to do that. If I want to continue, I think I should continue. If I have Sienna in my home, she's here to be played, beautifully. She's absolutely beautiful. I'm going to walk on this side. Yeah, because I have to walk towards 5th Avenue once I get to the correct street. Oh, that's Bryant Park. The rink ends on March 7th of this year. The shops ended on the 3rd. And the large desk, I guess, for the eating, drinking, March 7th. Okay. I like looking at these rustic breads. I look good. Yeah, I do try to stay away from white bread. It lacks any real nutrient value in it. That's why so many of us are so overweight. It's so easy to eat, so easy to digest, and boom, it gets on your thighs and other places. Yeah, I want to at least finish this series. Maybe I just might. I don't know. If you have a guitar, you should play it. Yeah. And rather than going through the motions and learning this note, learn how to play a song. You know, learn to play one song. My back is starting to hurt by my shoulder blades on the right side. Yeah, I feel that. Can't wait to get back home and eat my dinner. Yeah, I went out yesterday with a neighbor. I had a really nice time. I was already out, she was going out. And she was responding to a message I wrote that she had just gotten. Yeah, these texting is so unreliable. Wow. Yeah, because they don't come right away. And she may not hear the new note, like someone sends me a note, text. I text them right back. So I assume that we're going to have a dialogue. Like a conversation. So yeah, with texting, you have to communicate with the other person. You just drop in a little quick note and then, you're going to bow out. It's just like a food for thought. And then go. Yeah. Yeah, I had a really nice time yesterday. So we met up halfway. She got there before I did, surprisingly. It was snowing on us. And then, what else? Yeah, we went to that Indian restaurant that I was at the day before. Something like that. It was either the day before or the day before that. Yeah, we had one of the those booths, those those sheds. First time I ate in a shed. Yeah, I had my usual. Had my usual. And then we went, was it 2 stores down, and we got dessert. Those are Indian desserts. Yeah, I bought 4 different pieces that were very good. My favorite one was the one that's a little chewy. Yeah, they all had a very delicate taste to it, but I like the one with a little bite to it. You know, a little slightly chewy. Yeah, it had nuts in it, and she knew the desserts. She was married from a man. I mean, married to a man from um, Pakistan. I think it was Pakistan. Yeah, not Bangladesh, Pakistan. So she knew all the desserts and everything, all the stuff. Yeah, she knew by name. I was, wow, I'm impressed. My back's, my back is hurting. I need a back massage. That's what I need. It's really hurting. So I'm off again. Okay, I got 45 minutes. Try to pick up some more speed here.
Was it right? You did.
Let me hurry. Yeah, I don't like just getting there right on time. I like to get at least 5 minutes early, so we can set up and everything. Yeah, this street here branches off onto Broadway, so I have to keep to the right. Yes, that's Broadway over there. There's security cameras here also. I love this city. So, I had watched multiple times today this movie that came out in 1980 by Shirley MacLaine, the actress, dancer, singer. She had a metaphysical experience. She was on a spiritual path. Seeing her biography, she's done exceedingly well in her career, always working. She started out in the 1950s. Yeah? About 70 years. That's a long time. She's at 87 or going on 80, yeah, going on 87. I saw this movie with her. It's called Out on a Limb.
Yeah, they're like one of those kind
And I remember the trailers for that movie. Yep. I was living with my folks back then. I remember it. I didn't pay it any mind. But isn't that something? Many years later, over 30 years later, well, actually, I saw a couple of years ago, but still, 30 years later, how I feel about the movie. It was, I felt a need to watch it last night. I saw part one, and this part one, now I saw part one before, but this one seemed to have the more complete version. See more people acting crazy. Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of the Black American men fall into drugs and despair, and you do the crazy man routine. Very sad. Clairvoyant reader advice. Oh, it's off the other one. So this movie that she was in explains her development, her awakening. And it was a lot of synchronicity with her life. And like one person brings to another person and so on. But I identified with the character. Because during the time when she made the movie, she too was in her 50s, like myself. And when I first saw the movie, it was a couple of years ago. And I think I was the same age as her, as she's playing the part. She did like an not autobiography, but when you give your own story, you know? She played her own character, her own self in the movie. At 1:20 p.m. So I have 20 minutes left. So they showed an interesting part. The part two is the most interesting because it shows the paranormal aspect. Her meditating, astral projection. What else? Her friend who was able to go in a meditative state and have some other entity drive the car. Yeah, so his hand's not even on the wheel. No part of his body was on the wheel of the vehicle. The steering wheel. Oh, how all these masks. So all these masks. Wow. Wow, that was like a mountain of. See, they're not going to back off with these masks. I don't like that. It's just a cold flu. See, they want to try to get you like communist China. Bullshit. But either way. So, yeah, so the part two, she experiences that. She got emotionally upset She got emotionally upset when the guy finally revealed that someone from another planet had communicated with him and relayed important information. She finally does learn to believe him because of the manifestation that occurred, like the car driving itself. It was a Jeep. Uh, he was able to telepathically know where she was. She after she learned about the uh, alleged alien from another planet had communicated important information, and the alien wanted him to pass it on to someone who could spread the word, and who more could do that but a celebrity. So she got overwhelmed, and she went away for 3 days, I guess, to just unwind and deal with the information. And so at nighttime, on the third day, interesting, the third day, her car won't start. All I have to also add is they live in they're vacationing in Peru. Okay, and they're at a high altitude, and the high altitude, I guess, at times affects the mechanics of the car. She's stuck in the middle of nowhere. She has no gear to protect her from the cold. So she meditated. She held this bracelet in her hand that was recently given to her by him. Sorry. And then she focused on him and started calling his name. And that woke him up. And he was able to find her location. And this is back in 1977. And so they don't have a lot of, the mainstream world didn't have GPS, cell phones, But he was able to find her. And that also helped clinch with her that he wasn't being crazy after all. I mean, she believed him, but she didn't believe his story. So I just find it fascinating. And I watched part 2 several times. It's about an hour and a half long. But it's about an hour and a half long, and then part 1 also is about the same amount of time. Part 1 really focuses on this man that she met. He's a politician from Europe, and she felt that there was a connection between them. And this opened up her thinking of that. She felt that there was something missing in her life, and she wanted to find out why this attraction to this man. And that questioning opened up a lot of synchronicities and meeting the right people at the right time. I found it fascinating, quite fascinating. So I see here 23rd Street. I got 10 more blocks to go. No, 11 more blocks to go. But it was really interesting that it's really interesting that I believe her story. I believe her account. But it's bunching. Boy. My coat is getting all bunched up. That's weird. I look so tacky. I don't know why it's doing that. It looks awful. Yeah, the whole coat is all bunched up. All bunched up. It's really weird. Yeah, I don't know why this is happening. Yeah, it looks all misshapen. Oh well, I'll fix it when I get in the store. Tacky. It looked really bad. Yeah, it's just binding, something is binding it and causing the coat to get distorted looking. Oh well. So, yeah, so part one focuses on the relationship with this foreigner, and it opened up doors to meeting new people that would eventually lead her to the man who she ultimately has to meet up with that would give him the information about the aliens from the other planet. I thought it was interesting, like they went to Peru, and I felt the need to watch that. Because I saw the film a couple of years back, and I wanted to know what the area looked like in Peru, because I knew they were staying at a house of some type. They were staying in a small house, which was actually a hotel, and they had all these wild animals, cows, I think pigs, all these little things like that, all around. So I had a desire to connect with that, to connect with this Peru. It's up in the Andes, I think. Yeah, way up in the mountains. So the oxygen is not that thick. It's very thin, and it's cold at night. And there was this beautiful hot spring that they would meditate in. And I just wanted to see that again. I would love to do something like that. To go to Peru and have an opportunity to really discover what my life is all about. Why am I here? Yeah, I feel like an alien in this planet. My life never really made sense. How I really would love this opportunity to, this freedom. When that election thing happened on the 20th, I wanted to leave. I say, how I felt that I would just give away everything that I have and then just start over somewhere else. If I didn't have my little babies, I think I would just leave it and just go to inexpensive places on this planet and experience, the beauty of nature and have further spiritual experiences. But I have my little babies coming on 19th Street, so we're getting there. Yeah, that's what my fantasy was. I would have just split and say, I can't take it. and just on April 1st be out of my unit. I'll probably take some of my crystals, you know. Wow, my coat is really bundling up. Yeah, I don't connect here anymore. I mean, I love the park and everything. I feel I don't fit here anymore. When you feel like you can't express yourself because you might get beat up, yeah, that's a shame. I can't say who I voted for here. Out of your mind.
Just like stop on the way.
Something you just can't say anymore. And then the masks for some freaking cold, flu. What happened to all those other years? The same amount of people died. I think maybe slightly more, but really, to put an economics strain in that you can't go out and work, it's absolutely ridiculous. And the propaganda now with the, oh, I forgot to upload that video, my being on the train. Yeah, I could do a voiceover on that. Yeah, I can do the voiceover. Yeah, because the train was so loud, you couldn't hear a word what I was saying. So, yeah, almost there. Just a couple more blocks, and then I have to make a left turn on 6th Avenue. I'm on 6th Avenue, but it's in between 6th and 5th. It's closer to 5th Avenue. Yeah, I have my little babies, my little four-legged babies. I need them, and they need me. I don't have anybody that can watch over them. Yeah, I just don't feel I fit here. Something has to keep me here. You know? And I feel with other special person, some things could be very honorable to do, but it's not your business to do it, you know? It's a good thing, but it may not be good for you. It's not your calling. And it'll hold you back from your ultimate purpose. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, so this is 15th. I have to go to 14th. And then make a left turn. Yeah, this coat is really bunching up, boy. Maybe it's like the zipper might have got caught on something inside. I have 3 layers. Yeah, I like walking. I like walking, but I have to, stretch my back, boy. Okay, this is 14th Street. So now I have to make a left to get the address. Yeah, 25 West. Okay. Yeah, I don't look. 14th Street is a very busy avenue. But I don't really come here, 14th Street. Yeah, so it is on this side of the street. So I'm on the right side of the street. Sorry. Oh, they got a travel place. I notice also now, a lot of the vendors and stuff, they put, oh, this is it. Okay. Yeah, this is the place. So, yeah. So I'm at my location. So I thank you for this journey. I'll let you know what happens after. Bye-bye.